Hey everyone, my name is Will. I'm one of the developers of Friends with Fables, and I'm super excited to show off version 3 of our combat system. We're calling it V3 because it's the third time we've rewritten it from scratch. We learned a ton from the first two versions, and I'm really excited to show you how far this one has come. In this update, we introduced battle maps, conditions, damage resistances, and more. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time an AI Game Master has been able to handle anything like this. To keep this demo concise, I'm going to be skipping over most of the text narrative stuff so I can focus in on showing you how specific features work. Okay, let's dive in. So first up is battle maps. Just some quick context. I'm here with my party. We are in an abandoned warehouse, and I was looking through some crates, and a swarm of rats appeared. We rolled initiative, and as soon as we do that, Franz actually generates this battle map based on the location that we're in. So, like other VTTs, you can move tokens around, edit things, see the ranges. But unlike other VTTs, our AI Game Master actually has control of this map, and he can move things around, which I think is pretty cool. Let me show you. Okay, so it looks like first up is the swarm of rats, so we'll run their turn. So you can see Franz automatically moved the rats up to Captain Varric. They tried to bite, but looks like they rolled and missed. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm playing a cleric, so I'm going to try to support my allies here and maybe retreat a little bit and try to blind these rats. I'm also going to try to demo voice mode here, so I want to get a little further from the rats, so I move 15 feet north. In a second here, we should see my token move. There we go. Honestly, every time that happens, I'm like, wow, I can't believe that that's even possible. It's kind of delightful. Okay, so I've moved now, and now I'm going to try to cast a spell. I tried to blind the rats. So Franz knows that I have some spells prepared, and he knows that I have blindness, deafness. So he should be able to pick that spell for me. Nice. He knows that they'll need to make that Constitution saving throw. I go ahead, execute this attack. Let's see what happens. Nice, they failed. And we can see now that these rats are blinded. So Franz automatically handled and applies conditions from attacks as well. So I just ran Darian's turn. Looks like he attacked with his greatsword, did 9 damage. We can see here that he actually gets advantage on his attack roll since the rats are blinded. But the rats actually only take half damage because swarms of rats, they have resistance to slashing damage. So as you can see, the game engine handles conditions properly. It knows if you have advantage or if your attacker has advantage. It knows if you're restrained and unable to move, things like that. And then also the game engine is aware of everyone's damage resistances, immunities, and whatnot. If you equip an item that gives you a damage resistance, it takes that into account as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty neat. So another thing that I want to show you is just how Franz reads the inventories and equipped items of NPCs and uses them. Just for the purposes of this demo, I gave Captain Varric here higher dex than strength, and I also gave him a dagger. And daggers are finesse weapons, so you could choose either your strength or dex modifier. The game engine here will use whichever's higher automatically. So when we run his turn, we'll see that he's going to use his dagger, and it should use his dex bonus. So we see here he rolled with advantage because the rats are blinded, and when we click this, we could see it break down and show that we're actually using his dex modifier. In the end, he does 2 piercing damage. Nice. This time around, we've also put in character voices, so you can assign every character their own voice. So here we see Captain Varric says,
I will strike while they are blind.
Another thing we've added to combat is healing. So I'm playing a cleric. Darian's health is now lowered, so I'm just going to demo. I heal Darian with Cure Wounds. We can see here I automatically rolled for the heal, and Darion's HP has now gone up. Another thing we've done in this update is we've just made Franz smarter and more powerful in general, especially through out of character mode. So in out of character mode, you can ask him to do some administrative stuff like update game state, like positioning, update conditions, and whatnot. You can also have him create new monsters, add existing characters, things of that sort. And it's really cool because it kind of unlocks the ability to conjure an elemental or summon your familiar into combat. And then it'll add them into the tracker and everything. So let me demonstrate that. I actually also want to demonstrate what happens later with death saves. So I'm just going to say, please set my HP to 1 and also add 3 more swarms of rats. So it looks like he already updated my HP to 1. Okay, he's added 3 more swarms of rats as well. And you know what? I'm going to replace, also switch positions with, switch my position with Varix. Okay, so now we've been switched. So now the rats are ready to attack me, and we'll see what happens when I die. Okay, great. So the rats attacked me. I am now unconscious and also prone. And so from here on out, I'm going to have to roll death saves. Franz mentions that right here. So now I'm just going to speed through some turns. Okay, so it's my turn again. You'll see now I'm unable to attack, and now my button says roll death save. So I roll it. Looks like I failed that one. It shows the tracker. You can click this open and adjust them if needed. Okay, so now it's my turn again. I just want to demo what happens. Let's say I'm at 2 failures. Let's see if I fail this. Yep. Okay, so I got 3 fails, and so now I'm completely dead, and I have the option to reincarnate as another NPC in this world if I'd like. Or so looks like I failed all 3 of my death saves, and now I can choose to reincarnate as another NPC in this world, or I can create a new character. And that way I can still continue on in this campaign, and it would still make sense narratively. Okay, so I've gone ahead and kind of reset the state here so that we're about to kill the rats. And that way I can show you one last thing, just what happens when you beat an encounter. So let's see if Darian can finish off this group of rats here. Nice. He kills the rats. Victory. And now we get a little display showing how much damage each character dealt, how much damage each character took, and how far each person moved. So there's still a lot more to combat. I'll include a link below to the full update, but hopefully this video gives you a good overview of what Friends and Fables can do now. It's definitely far from perfect, and we still have a lot of work to do, but every time I mess around with this, I just get excited that this type of gameplay is even possible. I think it's really cool. Anyways, if you also think this is cool or interesting or just want to show someone, please help us get the word out and share this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and I'll see you next time.